सुपर गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। एक्चुअली आज का मॉर्निंग का सेशन बहुत ही जबरदस्त था, ब्यूटीफुल like actually I was so proud of myself that I could create this community and everybody's feeling the ownership on that community. That's amazing. मजा आ गया आज, क्या वातावरण था सुबह से। ओह, अभी भी मेरे रोंगटे खड़े हो रहे हैं। Such a wonderful session this morning.
Mhm. Yes. Because we started very early, so that vibes are still going.
Yeah. I was surprised that five people were there right at 6:15. Oh my God, this unimaginable. Fantastic. Gopal, we are missing you. You must be there with us
Yeah,
in that
definitely
book
next week
reading
once.
session. It's
That
a very
idea,
powerful.
that what do you call, that idea did not strike me. कुछ सुबह उठ के कुछ घर पे ये आ गया, सो माय मिसेस शुरू किया सुबह से, so I had to follow that, solve that issues.
All right. So, how was your last 1 week?
Great. What I have learned, I have summarized. पढ़ लूं मैं?
Sir, please go ahead. Let's take a picture and post it.
Good morning, Pinaki ji, and
सर फोटो ले लेते पहले, डाल देते, कुछ लोग खुद से आ जाएंगे शायद. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely awesome. क्या बात है. Okay. Go ahead, Gopal.
well, I had written that summary. Instead of that, मैं कुछ अलग ही लिखा है आज सुबह करके. For successful launching of a manned rocket or spaceship, 3 things are required. 1, reduction of payload. Second is gaining escape velocity to escape gravitational force. Trained astronaut to pilot the spacecraft.
Absolutely. क्या बात है. Great.
When it is a manned rocket, ना, इसके लिए वो manned rocket लिखे. What I learned during the last 4 weeks of this workshop is similar to a good pilot who operates the aircraft and controls the plane during its flight from starting point to its destination. The learning happened through the process of identifying or knowing my life purpose, discovering and destroying my fears and phobias, building foundation for massive success through 5 A's, 5 U's, 5 M's principles, and various meditation process or techniques. With this, I could reduce the payload of my limiting beliefs that my subconscious gathered since my childhood, which holds back my growth or journey towards infinite excellence. My next task is gaining escape velocity, which I hope will be the learning process during the next 4 weeks of workshop. As a trained pilot is required or necessary to handle the aircraft. A trained astronaut is the basic requirement for to operate and maintain spacecraft and ensuring the success and safety of its mission. Similarly, my mission for attending this workshop is to identify and achieve my life purpose and to achieve infinite excellence. Excellent state. I am confident to achieve this by the end of this workshop through vigorous training under Pinaki ji. Thank you.
आज तो देवी सरस्वती का पूजा है हमारे घर पे. So just I will be preparing for that after this session.
ठीक है ना सर, यही
सर बहुत जबरदस्त है, मतलब अगर मैं किताब लिखूंगा ना तो उसका फोरवर्ड आपसे लिखवाऊंगा।
अरे रे रॉन्ग नंबर होगा
The way you summarize things simply awesome, priceless, wonderful. Yeah, Ankita, how was your
बाकी लिखा था
experience?
मैंने।
How was your experience, Ankita?
It was awesome.
And what is awesome about it?
We were able to find that shift from being mindful, presence of mind. So I'm still in that dispenser books. I'm taking time to shift here.
Yeah, like that is how living in the now is all about. Like, if you notice me, that I was in the dispenser situation at the same time, but the moment I'm here, I'm again in this bandwidth. In fact, this is, I call this the bandwidth of life. You know, लाइक हम लोग पीपल हु आर इन द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड, आप उनसे एक शब्द जरूर सुनते होंगे, लाइक जैसे मेरे पास बैंडविड्थ नहीं है, या कहाँ से बैंडविड्थ लाऊंगा इसको करने के लिए. So what I talk about is something very, very deep and profound, and this is all about the bandwidth for life. You know, people are hunting for bandwidth for everything else, like bandwidth for maintaining relationship, bandwidth for doing your job properly, bandwidth for going out, or doing some other activity, or looking for the bandwidth is the word which has become a integral part of our life today. The funny part is that we don't realize that you and I need a bandwidth for life itself. हम जी रहे हैं, इसको समझने के लिए भी थोड़ा सा बैंडविड्थ चाहिए अपने आप के लिए निकालने की. अदरवाइज क्या हो रहा है जानते, वी आर लिविंग अ लाइफ ऑफ अ मशीन. as we were studying this Joe Dispenza's chapter 2 of this wonderful book called Becoming Supernatural, क्या बोला जा रहा है कि आप सुबह से रात तक वही काम कर रहे हो, और करते करते आप वैसे ही बन गए हो. सो आपके पास कहाँ से मिलेगा, वेयर विल यू फाइंड द बैंडविड्थ फॉर लाइफ? फॉर दैट यू नीड टू पॉज. फॉर दैट यू नीड टू पॉज. Unless you take the pause, you will really do not know that you are at all existing or you are living. So pause is the starting point. And pause for what? Pause for discovering that, am I aligned with my life purpose, the activities that I'm doing or that I've done yesterday, or that have done since I got up this morning until now, the activities which I did, how much of that is aligned with my being a human being on this planet? क्या ताल्लुक है उसका? Only human beings, they need to brush their teeth.
Yeah,
You notice that? Any animal, do they need to?
no.
ना हम ही बालों में तेल लगाते हैं, शैम्पू लगाते हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या करते हैं. एनिमल्स करते हैं. एंड व्हेन यू सी दोज एनिमल्स इन द जंगल, हाउ डू दे लुक? आप बोलते हैं वाह कितना बढ़िया है, कितना सुंदर है. वो ना नहा रहा है ना धो रहा है, उसके पास तुम एक मिनट के लिए खड़ा नहीं रह सकते, इतना बदबू निकलता है उसके बॉडी से. बट दीज आर ऑल नेचुरल स्मेल, बट दे लुक ग्रैंड इन देयर ओन वर्ल्ड, है ना? सो फोकस योर अटेंशन ऑन दिस bandwidth for life, योर ओन लाइफ. उसके लिए थोड़ा सा बैंडविड्थ निकालो, दिन का समय निकालो. योर ड्रीम्स डिजर्व योर अटेंशन. Similarly, you also deserve your attention. Start from focusing attention on yourself. That's why the morning should be like, I am the architect of my destiny, and the best of my life is the rest of my life. The best of my day is the rest of my day. The rest of my time is the best of my time. मतलब और कुछ है ही नहीं. And if there is one thing that you want to achieve in your life, there is one thing I would strongly recommend you. Keep your focus on money. It is not the money which you use as a currency, but this is the money that gives me all the energy to stay energetic, excited, motivated, inspired all throughout the day, all throughout the magnificent opportunity of luminous energy and हर जगह पे अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढो, हर किसी चीज में अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढो, इसमें मेरे लिए कौन सा मैग्निफिकेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी वेट कर रहा है. Because if this is drawing my attention, universe want me to pay attention to it, not because the purpose of, I think probably there's a higher purpose behind it. What is that higher purpose? So that's why reflecting on each day's activities is extremely crucial, extremely crucial. And you know what this meditation is all about, what the journaling is all about? It's all about creating a bandwidth for your own life. Otherwise आपका bandwidth बाकी सारा काम में जा रहा है. Yeah, good. Yeah, Rajeshwari, good to see you. So this is what happens, Ankita. So when you are consciously managing the bandwidth for your own life, you can stay in that vibration throughout the day. You really don't need to read a Joe Dispenza book to stay in that vibration, and you find difficult to come out of that vibration immediately, because throughout the day you are living inside that vibration. It's possible. And when you live inside that vibration, then you are being that way automatically. Practice makes a man automatic. You just need to practice being that way. That's it. फिर लोग आपको देख के हैरान हो जाएंगे, यार तुम कैसे कर लेते हो. तो लास्ट नाइट आई वेंट फॉर अ मूवी. हम लोग रात को 11 बजे मूवी देखने गए थे, वहां से लौटे अराउंड 1:30.
बाप रे.
Yeah, I got up at 5 o'clock. I was listening to this audiobook of Joe Dispenza. I listened to that introduction, listened to the foreword, listened to chapter 1, listened to chapter 2. It's a complete, almost 1 hour preparation before I logged in at 6:15 a.m. And you can see the energy levels that I'm still carrying right now. You know ये कैसे possible होता है? बहुत simple है. I probably I don't waste my energy in distractions. हमारा सारा एनर्जी ड्रेन आउट होने का फंडामेंटल रीजन ही होता है डिस्ट्रैक्शन. You want to do something and then something else lands up, something else draws your attention, and your energy is going there. And that's why the session we have this morning. See, I am very keen for reading this book together, because this book was published in 2017. It came in my hand before COVID, around 2019, sometime probably end of 2019. I got this book. I got to know about this. Probably I've read this book 3 times. Why I'm saying 3 times? Because I do not read books from cover to cover. This for the first time I'm reading it from cover to cover with all of you. So I have read this book multiple times. जब जिस चैप्टर पढ़ने का मन किया, जिस पेज पढ़ने का मन किया, मैं बस ऐसे खोल लेता हूँ और पढ़ लेता हूँ. चलो ये पेज पढ़ लेता हूँ, ये पेज पढ़ लेता हूँ. It's like that. And I'll always keep the book with me. Like as long I'm in this session, in this book reading session. तब ये for 3-4 months मेरे हाथ में ही रहेगा. When I go to bed, I keep it near my bed. पढ़ नहीं रहा हूँ उस टाइम पे रात, लेकिन पास में लेके सो रहा हूँ. So that way there are 3-4 books which I'm reading right now, and ऐसे ही पढ़ता हूँ मैं किताब. So That's why sometimes I find it very difficult to do a book review. एक बुक रिव्यू करते करते मैं कहीं और से कुछ और थॉट लेके आ जाऊंगा. एंड व्हेन आई इवन व्हेन आई रीड द बुक्स यू हैव नोटिस दैट मैं उसमें मेरा मेरा कहीं ना कहीं पे थोड़ा थोड़ा थॉट्स ऐड करता रहता हूँ. लाइक एज आई एडेड दिस थॉट दैट प्रैक्टिस मेक्स अ मैन ऑटोमेटिक, है ना. And such a beautiful thought. And just imagine what it is saying, that आपका body that becomes so intelligent, so talented, that it doesn't allow your conscious mind or subconscious mind to do anything. वो अपने आप ही करता है. उसको पता है कैसे करना होता है. It is much smarter and much talented, much intelligent than the actual subconscious or conscious mind. So your body itself has a mind. Such a beautiful concept. So think in those terms. What neuro-linguistic programming is all about. Just being aware of. अभी सेशन चल रहा है ना, अटेंड दैट सेशन, जस्ट स्टे अवेयर ऑफ दैट्स इट. और कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. Focus on the words that you're using in your communication. Focus on the thoughts that are coming in your way. Focus on the emotions that you have. And बस उसको संभाल के रखो कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना. And it is going to be a wonderful experience. Okay, sorry. So yeah, Ankita, go ahead. So you were sharing your weekly experiences.
So that's what I have to tell.
All right. Okay, so Rajeshwari. कैसा रहा अभी आपका लास्ट वीक?
It's a very great experience, Pinaki. As I'm reading some great books, attending your session, listening the videos, and connecting with us. So many other good souls also, like Somita, Sanjana, Pallavi, in different uh, sessions that we are having in our community. So feeling great and having the revision of the things deeply now. This time I'm going to have each and everything mindfully. I'm going to grasp so that I can become as strong as I want. I'm happy with that. And then we did the Om meditation with you. At that time, I just felt that butterfly. Now I always see the butterfly, whether it's in the in environment or not, but in the mind when I close, I just see myself coming out of that cocoon with my wings so high. I'm flying in the sky. I really just feel it's somewhere when you said that. Now I'm seeing only butterfly flying with them. So that feeling the experience and having that in the memories is really a great experience. Early in the morning also we had a very great session with you all, being a mindfulness, doing the work. And I will be doing that. I'm doing also. Now I will be doing more than writing down my in one of the session of yours you have said that write your all the positive points, and by taking your name you repeat in front of the mirror. That somewhere had stuck in my mind. And one of the session you were having with Anita, I was there, Gopal sir was there, Anita was there, and you, and she was doing so many of the questioning with you. While listening that video, I have heard twice. You said that when we want that exact amount of money, just give that source to the universe from which source you want. As and again, Anita was telling that I want from the multiple sources. Again, you will know if the multiple source is there, just give the name, exact name of one source. So that I really loved. It went inside. I have read the book with time, master your time and master your life. In that, the same thing. But again, you listen it again from somebody mouth. It somewhere stuck you. Oh, I have did. I have just asked for the money, but I have not given the source to the universe. Okay, now let's refine it. So whatever I have read in the book, now listening from you people, now it's going deep in my subconscious mind. So I meditate now, as you said, I meditate by sitting, sleeping, anywhere I can meditate. in this book of Joe Dispenza also there are it is mentioned there are 4 types of meditation. Sitting you can do, by sleeping you can do, by talking also you can meditate, and while walking also you can meditate. So it's not like that always I have to close my eye. I can meditate anytime. If I'm walking on the road, that is also a meditation. If I'm walking alone in the nature, that is also a meditation. If I'm reading some book, that is also a meditation. I think that is best meditation for myself, because some of the time what happens when you read any book, whatever the experience you have, you get the answer of that. So I'm happy and enjoying the process, and good things are coming in my way. I'm really happy.
Wow, this is awesome.
So whatever the learnings I have got from you, I only have to put it in the practice now. In the first session I have heard, now I'm deeply practicing it, what he has said, okay, where to implement, what is experience of Gopal sir, then Padma ji, Ankita ji, and put in my own. We get the answer. In one of the session, Ankita was telling, getting hurt from someone. It's my also. I also get very hurt easily, and it somewhere remains in my mind for the longer time. So now again, I was just as I was listening, Somita breaking the pattern. So yes, I have to work on that. I have to work. If I feel depressed, not so good when I heard some of the words that is not suitable for me at that time, if my work is not valued or appreciated from the family member or from the working place, I just have to shift my mind, or just I have to break the pattern. In one of the video I have said about crying, just go in the washroom and cry as much, and again shift the mood and count, that is also I felt, oh yeah, it's really a great thing. If I feel so disheartening by listening some other words, why not to go to the bathroom and cry as much? But make sure that when you're coming out, come with the great set in your mind and with the happy mood. So yes, that we can do. Why not to apply it?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely awesome. Okay, I have a question for both Gopal and Rajeshwari. That how do you finding this batch 2 session compared to the batch 1 session so far?
It's going great, Pinaki sir. And some of the now in the earlier what it was you were just telling. Now as I'm attending again, I'm going in the depth, and you're giving some of the. If someone is asking the question with you, more question, we are getting more answers from you of our own, as Ankita do, Anita do. So yes, so, I'm getting the answer of that thing. And
Okay, so if I ask you to identify 3 points that
hmm.
how this is different than the previous one, what would be those 3 points?
uh, that it will be uplifting part that we have discussed. So now I keep in mind that I must miss. Earlier I was listening only. It was. Now we are going in the depth. You are discussing more on that points now. Earlier session we were having not that much of the depth, but now I'm with you, and you are also going in the depth. We are also getting the answer in the depth now. The discussion part is good when we are doing with you that, and uh, I'm just the previous I'm just forgetting I have heard, but I'm not making out that point. That is also the new thing. I'm just um, some Minilji also have like that. There was something very deep. I'm just it's not in the mind. Let me see it again. There was something very innovative line was there.
Mhm.
Yes, going to this escape velocity, that limiting patterns, breaking of that 5 things we have shared, just to keep in our mind. I think that one was the limiting one, and then raising the vibration, subconscious mind at night. Yet I'm not able to practice that of thinking, because as after leaving your session, my husband want to talk with me, my kids want to talk with me. So what I get from you, they don't let me repeat. So yes, he always inquires. You are with Pinaki sir, na? Morning Pinaki again. हाँ तो हाँ, he is now a part of my life, a major part, you can say. So whatever means, I'm getting the knowledge in the depth now. They are also knowing. They when they see you are there, they don't disturb me. They just leave the room. मम्मी अभी कुछ नहीं सुनेगी, चलो यहाँ से.
Wow.
तो है कुछ था जो भी मैं नहीं बता पा
That's
रही हूँ, वो
awesome.
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था. अंकिता का ही एक क्वेश्चन था जिसका आंसर आप दे रहे हैं, बहुत बहुत डेप्थ में था. वो मैं उसको ये नहीं कर पाया. आई विल जस्ट गो इन दैट. But I'm really enjoying the things and practicing also. And one good news that I would like to share. Yesterday, I won the first runner-up trophy.
Wow.
I'm just really feeling awesome. I can
Great.
visualize my end now. That trophy in the end, something very incredible. I'm going to do. Really enjoying that
Absolutely.
moment.
Absolutely. See, the world is
Whenever we
waiting
are
for.
listening your videos again and again, something very new I am getting. Then meditation with the hand, saying the when we turn our hand, you can meditate easily at any point of time. And we did that Tuesday with you on Tuesday, this Tuesday also. On that day also, we were sharing our success and what the meaning of failure. There also you said that don't use the word now failure in your language. So now I'm keeping that in my mind that I don't have to use it. What the need to use it? Failure. Just only think about the success and going up in your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now I don't try to use the stress word also. What this stress and anxiety we are using again and again. We feel, oh, this is very serious. But all these medical people have brought this or you can, some of the coaches have brought it again to just market their product. And
Very
we
true.
can
Very true.
easily, in a easy terms, we can live the life that living in the present, in the now, being now, being human.
Very
These
true.
small words.
No, like
सरस्वती पूजा है तो एग नहीं दिया.
क्या होता है कि sometimes we use two phrases quite often.
Hmm.
एक है हम बोलते हैं no worries और एक बोलते हैं no problem,
Hmm.
है ना? How about replacing this with something else? Think about
Yes.
it. मतलब कभी बोलना नहीं कि no worries and no problem.
Hmm.
Because when you are
Hmm.
using these words, you are creating that experience in that conversation,
Hmm. Hmm.
है ना? So normally what I do that I say it's okay. So what? So somebody says that say I'm late or I do this. So हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? No worries, no worries, and no problem, no problem. Just replace it, and you can say this that this is a very powerful way of bringing that person into present, into now, with with
Hmm.
all excitement, with all encouragement, motivation, and inspiration. It's okay. So what? Let's get started. Now you're here. That is more important. So it's okay. So what? है ना? और सो व्हाट बोलने के बाद उसको कुछ बोलने का मौका नहीं देना, क्योंकि देन व्हाट विल हैपन, दैट पर्सन विल जस्टिफाई दैट सो व्हाट, है ना? तो उसको जस्टिफाई करने का भी मौका नहीं देने का है, बोलना कि इट्स ओके सो व्हाट, क्योंकि ये तो उनको सुनने का आदत नहीं है, किसी ने बोला आज तक कि इट्स ओके। तो बिफोर दैट लेटिंग दैट पर्सन टू जस्टिफाई, यू जस्ट से इट्स ओके सो व्हाट, लेट्स गो अहेड, वी विल टॉक अबाउट इट लेटर, है ना? So this is not important, like how you got late. Yeah, because of what you couldn't do the homework, or because of what you couldn't complete the assignment, because of what you couldn't do what you're supposed to do not get into that conversation at all. That will kill more time, and that will keep the person in that state with which he or she entered eventually into that room. So close that chapter then and there. It's okay, so what? Let's continue with this. We'll talk about this later. Okay. And ever when that next time that thing comes, chances are there कि वो बोलेगा कि हाँ तो ये इस वजह से नहीं कर पाया, उस वजह से नहीं कर पाया, बोलेगा, कभी कभी होता है, because people get into that guilt mode. So even after the end of that activity, and after the end of that conversation, that person may talk about it. Yeah. So उसको भी टालने का बहुत अच्छा तरीका है, and टालने का तरीका यही है कि again saying the same thing, it's okay, we'll talk about it later, अभी इस पे ध्यान दो, इस काम पे ध्यान दो, let's do this first, let's get this done first. मैं इसका इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है मैं आपको बताऊंगा. After some time, after a few days of similar incidents, this person will never do the same activity again, at least as long as it is something to do with you. He will be never be late, he will never be in a position where he has not done the work, या she has not done the work. ऐसा होगा ही नहीं. आपके साथ रिलेटेड जो भी कुछ एक्टिविटीज रहेगा, वो उसको टॉप प्रायोरिटी देगा और उस पर काम करेगा. यू नो व्हाई? बिकॉज इट डिडंट मेक दैट पर्सन फील गिल्टी, एंड नोबडी वांट्स टू फील गिल्टी. करके देखो. Yeah, Gopal. So, how this batch one is different from batch two, or rather, batch two
I
is
have not
different from.
identified any one, but everything is value added. See, it is not a copycat. Whatever in the first batch, the series through which you have taken the sessions, you have totally modified some of the things wherever required. So we are still experimenting on the things. So you are thinking in long terms because there may be multiple batches. There will be third batch, fourth batch, fifth batch, like that. So every time you make some changes and with value additions, it is not just what a manual. In the case of NLP, in our sessions, they prepare 2 manuals. Based on that only, that sessions are conducted. Here there is no manual. You are selecting something and you are dropping some other things. What is important, you find out from the first batch, and what that can be avoided or that can be modified. This you are implemented in the second is.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever covered in the first batch during the first 20 days, there is no, only very some of the subjects are repeated, otherwise altogether is a new one. Whatever I learned.
Yes, absolutely.
I cannot express how Rajeshwari has made, but still this is my observation.
Yeah. So I would recommend you to find out at least 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, at least 3. Well, I could identify almost 48 of them. So I am working on those 48 areas where I could bring in more power, more result-oriented activities, which makes all the difference. And you can actually, it's like the whole objective is to you eat, sleep, drink, talk, walk NLP with full conscious awareness. So something which I do, and I'm looking forward to connect it in every possible way. Even the books that we are reading, that we have selected for weekly readings, I am deeply focusing on those books as a part of living life that way. It's not just that picking up that book. Like on Tuesday, we are reading Think and Grow Rich. for women. अब उसमें मेरा क्या रोल है? So my role is that because I am surrounded by 4 women in my house, in my family, my mom, my wife, two my daughters. So it it is a big responsibility for me, and I think that all male counterparts who are part of that program, I don't know if there is anybody yet, it is their big responsibility to ensure that the same vibration should be there inside the home. It makes a hell lot of difference. Same with this wonderful book called Becoming Supernatural. All right. So a wonderful feedback session this week, this weekend today. Tomorrow, 9:15, we are going to have some more powerful sessions. Just prepare for that. Do all the activities which are being suggested and start living in the now. That's it. और कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बाकी सब अपने आप चलता रहेगा. All right, let's have one more picture with Rajeshwari. She was not there when we were snapping the picture, and close the session. So, oh, she just left. Okay, then close the session. कल मिलते हैं 9:15 and have a great weekend. Make your weekend amazing. Enjoy this day. Basant Panchami blessings for all of you. Goodbye.